With the new Global Dealer Portal, you can easily manage your day-to-day work. Here's how. In this demonstration, we will start at the top and work from left to right. The first area to make note of is the brand switcher in the upper left-hand corner. If you have access to more than one brand, you will see a downward arrow to the left of the brand. This is only applicable to dual-branded dealers, as it gives you the option to easily switch between brands, without having to log out and log back in with different credentials. We will now move on to the navigation panel across the top of the page. Here we have three content areas: Home, Work, and Discover. Starting with the Home tab, this is the landing page you'll see when you log in. Content driven to the carousel in the Home tab is decided by all departments: whole goods, parts, service, capital. This means that the most important content will be visible here, and will be aimed towards the entire dealership, not just specific to an individual's job role. Next, we have an area called My Favorite Items. As the title suggests, this is where a user can favorite different applications or resources for quick access to these areas. We will go into more depth later, focusing on how to favorite an application or piece of content. Scrolling down, you can view content by area which mirror the areas within a dealership. This will be demonstrated later in the Discover tab. Next, we have the Featured Resources area. In this section, you will find pieces of marketing-related content directed towards an entire dealership. For example, helpful tips for navigating the dealer portal or frequently asked questions about the new portal. Moving down, we have the Featured News and Featured Events areas. The Featured News section highlights the latest and most important content we publish to the portal. The Featured Events tab highlights any events occurring such as demo days, training sessions, fairs, or exhibitions, etc. Finally, scrolling down to the footer of the page, you will find a shortcut to other key areas within the portal. Here, you can also access the Help and Support section, which will provide you with the resources to solve any queries or problems you may have. Alternatively, the Help icon located at the bottom right-hand corner of the page will point you towards the relevant contact. The second tab across the top navigation panel is the Work tab. This section is populated with content pertaining to a job role. An end user may do most of their work from the Work tab, depending on their personal preference. In the Work area, you will find the My Notifications section, which will contain both notifications and alerts associated with your role. A notification can occur when new content has been published. Someone has requested access to an application that requires the admin's approval. A new tool or application has been launched and is available on the portal. An alert sends you more urgent messages, for example informing you that a parts depot or an application is down for some reason. Scrolling down, you will see an area called My Applications, which will contain shortcuts to both the user's favorites, seen with the gold star, and other tools or applications that have been identified for a user based on their job role. Let's search for a few examples just to demonstrate how easy it is. There are different ways to search for an application. Firstly, you can search for the application by name. If you work with the application on a regular basis, you have the option to favorite it. This application will then appear in your favorite items on the home page and will give you quick access to the tool. A second way to search for an application is by scrolling through the grid list until you find the app you are after. Alternatively, you can click on the Alpha List icon and scroll through the applications displayed in alphabetical order. Should you not have access to an application, you have the option to request access directly via the new dealer portal. A notification will then be sent to your dealer admin who can approve the request. Finally, at the bottom of the Work tab, you again have the My Featured Resources. This area will be much like the one on the Home tab, but with featured content based on the user's job role. The final tab within the new dealer portal is the Discover tab. This is the area where most of the content in the portal lives and can be found through various navigation tools. Firstly, we have the Browse by Area section, in which there are buttons that take you to content published by various departments, often within a dealership. These tabs are much like the tabs found on the old dealer portal. You will find equipment sales, parts, service, capital, and operations areas. Most are self-explanatory. The operations area contains documents specific to the operation of a dealership, such as the Dealer Operating Guide. Now, we will take a deep dive into the Parts section of the Browse by Area. The rotating carousel banner at the top of the page will feature the most important content published to the section you are in. For example, the rotating banners in the Parts section will feature parts-related content. The banners on the Capital section will feature capital-related content and so on. On the left-hand side, you will see the various content navigation areas, product information, news, marketing, etc. These areas are similar across each segment. Let's take the product information tab as an example. Here, you will see all content related to parts product information. You can filter by searching for keywords. Alternatively, you can filter by topic, product line or content type. Let's take marketing as another example. Here, you will see how the content is laid out. A banner showing the topic with a description of the content underneath. On the right-hand side, you will see downloads available to support this resource. Next, the Browse by Topic is another way to drill down and find content. For example, here you will find another way of accessing the Tools and Applications button. Moving across the top navigation panel, you will find a link to my profile, where the Logout button currently is located. This section will be explored in more detail in the dealer admin demonstration. The next icon you see, the bell, is another way of accessing your notifications and alerts. This bell will show a red circle with the number of notifications that are available for you to see. If you click on the bell, you can manage and archive your notifications as they appear. Moving across to the star notification. This is where you can view and manage your favorite items. Finally, the magnifying glass icon on the top right-hand corner of the navigation panel is another way in which you can search for the content you are looking for.